Scientists tickle rats to learn about brain activity during play. CNN Purpose tussle in the annual Puppy Bowl. Kids start a game of tag in a schoolyard. The play has been observed and documented in many species and not just in mammals. However, according to Dr. Michael Branch, a professor of systems neurobiology and neurocomputation at Humboldt, Humboldt University in Berlin, play is something that researchers don't understand in depth. To learn more about the neuroscience behind this widespread behavior, he and his colleagues played with and tickled the rats and observed the rodent brain activity. The researchers identified a part of the brain that's active both when rats are playing and when they are tickled. Reviewing their findings in the study published July 28 in the journal Neuron, Brett was the senior author of the study. Playful behavior, Brett said, is present to some extent in all mammals, especially when they are young. Active play is widely seen in birds, especially smart ones such as crows, and it has been observed in many fishes, frogs, and reptiles. Studies has shown it can take many forms, such as laugh and tumble fight and games with complex rules, but there are a few common identifying features. First of all, it's not done when animals or humans do not feel well. When they are stressed, they don't play, and it is in itself rewarding. Brett said, "We do it for the fun of it, unlike a task performed as the transaction to get a reward, such as the treat or a paycheck." Play is also often accompanied by vocalizations. In humans, it's a laughter. Both animals and humans, when they play, they can be very vocal, he said. These vocalizations can connect the players and help ensure that everyone is still having fun. In rats, the equivalent of laughter is an ultrasonic squeaking, which is too high pitched for human ear. Researchers studies how playing and being tickled affected rat brain activity. Here is a side view of the brown rat, which was not involved in the study. Previous scientific studies have shown that rats don't just laugh when they play. They also laugh when they are tickled, and while tickling is no fun or sometimes even painful, if it's happening against one's will in small doses, it tends to be enjoyable for the receivers. Rats really love to be tickled, Brett said. What's more, he said, there is a very clear relationship between ticklishness and playfulness in rats. Tick- Tickish rats are also playful, and vice versa, developing a better understanding of how play works within the brain on a nuts and bolts level could yield important insight into how we learn, grow, and adapt to life's challenges. Brad Chance said that play behavior may have developed in animals and humans as the mean of training the brain. I think it might be more valuable than people think, he added. Key brain area. To learn more about how playing and being tickled affect rat brain activity, the researchers advised a series of experiments. The team zeroed in on the region of the midbrain called the periaqueductor gray, or PAG, because along with the behaviors associated with the anxiety and fear, it has been shown to be involved with the vocalizations and the laughter. The researchers played the hand chasing games with their rat subject and gently tickled them, while tiny wireless neural probes recorded the rat's brain activity. The team found that both the tickling and play lit up the rat's PAG regions. Furthermore, in trials where the scientists inhibited activity in this part of the brain, the rats were less inclined to play or laugh when tickled. It, it was not just that there were lots of cells that responded to play or tickling in part of the PAG, Thrach said, but also that the rat brains responded to both the activities the same way. He said that while he suspects that other parts of the brain, in addition to the PAG, are involved with these behaviors, it's a structure that's very important in play, and it's something we've been lacking. Play is very hard to study, and there are not many brain circuits that are specific to play. Play as environment evolutionary adaptation. Dr. Alexa Bineman, Bin, Binema, an associate professor of behavioral neuroscience at Michigan State University, said that the study design was very clever in simulating the laughter that normally comes from social play among rats. Binema, who was not involved with this project, agreed with the branch's conclusion that tickling and play use some of the same brain circuitry. Benema said that studying play matters because it's so widespread across the animal kingdom. She said it must be evolutionarily important. We know if we deprive rats or non-human primates and even human children from these social interactions, these playful interactions, that has the effect on their social functioning later on. Both Benema and Pratchett said that they hope the study will help people appreciate the importance of play for both children and adults. Maybe a takeaway would be to kind of engage in this behavior independent of your age and to have a little bit of fun every day through playful behavior, Benema said. Kate Golembiewski is the freelance science writer based in Chicago who geeks out about geology, zoology, thermodynamics, and depth. He hosts the comedy talk show The Science Walks into a Bar.